Hey there, it's Kevin Ward with Yes Masters Real Estate Success Training, helping you get more yeses and more successes in your business and in your life. And in today's video, I want to ask you a question. And it's a question about increasing your business and increasing your income, because we're just very near to the Real Estate Vortex training camp that's coming up here in Los Angeles. And one of the things about it, one of the things we're going to be doing is talking about how to massively increase your business and your income, and in so doing, to absolutely improve the quality of your life. And so the question I want you to think about today is, which is easier? Would it be easier to double your income, to 2x your income, or to 10x your income? In other words, which would be easier, to build your business and double it, to do twice as much business as you're doing right now, or to do 10 times the business you're doing right now? And I want to thank my friend Ken Courtright for showing me this, because when he showed it to me, it was just kind of like this huge aha that I've been seeing things happening in the training that I'm doing with the Real Estate Vortex that almost defies logic, at least when you think in terms of doubling your business. And here's what Ken pointed out to me. And Dan Sullivan is the guy that came up with this concept of 10xing your business, 10xing your life. And it's a very, very powerful concept, because here's what Ken pointed out to me. He says, do you realize it is infinitely easier to grow your business and your income by 10 times than it is to double it? It is infinitely harder to double your income than it is to increase your income tenfold, 1,000% or 200%. What would you like to do? In other words, if you made $100,000 in real estate last year, which would be easier? To take your business from $100,000 a year to $200,000 a year, 2x it, or to go from $100,000 a year to $1 million a year? And Ken said, it would be easier, infinitely easier, to do this than to do this. And as he was talking about it, just the lights started coming on. I started realizing it's absolutely true. And this is what we're going to be covering, and I'm going to be showing you in detail. We're going to be really breaking into and cracking the code of why it's infinitely easier to do the 10x than it is to do the 2x. Now, right now, I'm going to show you the secret. I'm going to show you the secret of why it's easier to 10x your business, why this right here is infinitely easier than doubling your business. And here is the reason. Whenever you think about doubling your business, what's the immediate thing you would do? The immediate question of the process. And the question is, what would I have to do to double my income? And so there's two things that we tend to do. One is we tend to look inside of ourself. We tend to look and say, what would I have to do to 10x, to double my income? What would I need to do different? What would I need to change? What would I need to stop doing? And all of that's true. To double your income, you've got to make some changes. You've got to do some things different than what you've been doing. And the tendency then is we start looking inside of ourselves at our own resources. The second thing that we tend to do is we tend to look at our past. In other words, doubling your income is the past becomes the benchmark for the future. Okay, so I made $50,000 last year. What do I need to do to make $100,000? I made $200,000 last year. What do I have to do to make $400,000 this year? And we tend to look both inside of ourselves, and we tend to look at our own experience. We tend to look at our track record. And when we do that, we limit our ability to grow massively with this one simple thing. We're limited by our own experience and our own wisdom and resources. But when you think about 10xing your business, when you think about going from $100,000 a year income to $1 million a year income, and there are people out there doing it. They're in the real estate industry. There are agents that are out there doing this with their business. In entrepreneurship, that you see the companies that just explode. They literally are 10xing their income, and you go like, how is that possible? It's just, they just got lucky. And the reality is, there may be some luck involved, because there's a little luck involved in everything. It's there. But there's way more than luck. And here's the difference. When you start looking at how would I 10x my income? How would I grow my business? How would I grow my income by 10 times over the next 1, 2, or 3 years? What would I have to do? And here's the immediate thing that happens. We immediately start looking beyond ourselves. That's what happens. We immediately start looking beyond ourselves, or it's probably even better to say, you start looking beyond yourself, because you realize, whoa, 10 times, I can't work 10 times as hard. You know, could I work twice as hard? Could I prospect twice as much? Well, probably. Could I get twice as good? Probably. But how do you get 10 times as good? Can you work 10 times as hard? Probably not. So you immediately start looking beyond yourself and you start looking for other resources. And there are resources out there that are so much larger and so much more powerful than most of us have ever captured. And the biggest thing is that we've got to get outside beyond yourself. It's our mind. That this is our own, this is myself and this is my past. These are my resources. This is what I can see. This is what I can, really wrap my head around. And yet going 10x my business, I have to go beyond that. And so all of a sudden I'm having to look bigger and beyond that. And that's what the Real Estate Vortex does. In leveraging resources beyond yourself in skills and strategies and systems that go way beyond yourself. And this is what the Real Estate Vortex is all about. The Real Estate Vortex is about leveraging resources beyond yourself. Systems, strategies, people, connections, relationships, and learning to leverage technology, learning to leverage all of that in ways that literally allow you to grow your business faster than you ever dreamed and to grow your thinking faster than you ever dreamed. So that's what the Real Estate Vortex Training Camp is really all about, is it's how do you literally and legitimately 10x your business? How do you 10x your income? But even more important is how do you massively increase the quality of your life? Because that's what it's all about. It's about doing that. So I want you just, if you've not yet registered for the Real Estate Vortex Training Camp, in fact, I want you to go down and click the link below, learn more details about it. But here's the bottom line. This is what you're going to learn in 3 days at the Real Estate Vortex Training Camp. If you're questioning it and like, I don't know if that really, look, here's the deal. There's no risk. It's 100% satisfaction, money back guarantee. You come there that first day, if you don't look at this and go like, you know what? This is the best, most powerful real estate training I have ever seen in my life on how to 10x your business. Then you just come up to me and say, I want my money back. No risk, guys. I mean, look, here's what I am absolutely committed to delivering you the best training you've ever seen in your life and give you resources and ways to look and execute your business that are more powerful than anything you've ever seen before. No BS, no fluff, no hypes, no gimmicks. This is the real deal. You can literally take your business from where you are today to anywhere you want to be. However, you can't do it here. You got to do it here. That's what the Real Estate Vortex Training Camp is all about. Hope you can make it. Look forward to seeing you. Take action on it right now. Go check it out. Register, grab your seat. We're almost out of space, but want to make sure that I can get anybody in that I can. We'll look forward to seeing you at the training.